I am sitting here with Monika Melsha, a Minnesota blogger, at the first ever Minnesota Blogger Conference.
We are.
And just want to ask you about your blog. So why don't you start by telling us where you can find your blog, and what you blog about, and how you came to blogging, why you started.
Okay. I'm Monika Melsha, and I'm actually on Blogger, so I'm Nightlight Journeys on blogspot.com.
Okay.
And I started blogging actually only back in February. I went through a transition, so I was laid off from my long-time employer, and I just needed a way to reconnect and kind of find myself again, find my identity, and so I started thinking I'm going to take what I've been doing as far as journal writing and parlay that into a blog. I had a lot of conversations with other friends that have been blogging for a long time and just said, you know, I just need to take the leap and get it done. So I blog about marketing. I do a lot of reading of marketing books, and so I do a lot of reviews of marketing books. And I also just blog about things that happen every day, people I encounter, things I experience. I'm a mom, so I have a 3.5-year-old, so I blog about him too.
You're a mommy blogger.
Yeah, and I also like photography, so you'll see some photography on my blog as well. So yeah, that's how I kind of got started. And then Twitter actually has been encouraging me along the way. I got involved with Twitter and kind of addicted to Twitter, and so that's been probably the main way that I've been promoting my blog, as well as on Facebook too.
Okay. So as a relatively new blogger, what surprised you the most about blogging?
I think more than anything, it's a process that you have to schedule, and it's almost like another job. I mean, you have to think about it and you have to commit to it in that same manner, because if you don't, it's easy to get caught up and to forget about it. So I think just dedicating yourself and understanding, okay, this is my purpose and this is my goal, and just to continually be looking for content, and you know, even if it's, you know, sitting on the bus, going to work, you're writing down ideas and keeping the juices flowing so that you can keep your content fresh and engaging for your readers.
Right. What have you learned thus far?
You know, I think I've learned that it's not just about connecting to my own experience, it's about figuring out what other people are going to get out of what I'm writing, and to make sure that when I'm writing, it's something that other people are going to relate to and to want to either find more information out about, but it's got to be a little bit outside of yourself. I think that's probably the first thing and the most important thing.
Right. So, are you in transition now, or are you?
I'm actually working now.
Okay, so what's your day job?
I'm in financial services. I have been for a long time. I'm at U.S. Bank.
Okay.
But you know, just looking at my options, but yeah, financial services is my life right now.
So, as a new blogger, then you're closer to the beginning of the experience.
Yeah.
Your mind is more fresh.
Yeah.
What are the things that you've learned that you can pass on as tips to people who want to start blogging?
I think that the most important thing is just to do it. So don't sit for the next 6 months and say, if I did, how would I do it? Just jump in. And I think in the process of writing, you start to understand, okay, I need to develop my focus. And so keep your focus smaller, I would say. Start out small and don't try and blog about everything and everyone that you know and everything that you do. Keep your focus small, and then work on developing your writing and your voice around that one concept, and then you can grow from there. Because you've got to develop your audience, and people need to connect with you, and they don't want to come to your blog one day and see one thing and then 2 weeks later go, who is this person? Why did I follow them? This isn't what I was in for.
So you're very active on Twitter. How does
Don't tell my husband that, but yes, I am.
how does Twitter interact with, or affect with, or influence your blogging?
You know, I think Twitter is a great resource for you to go out and find not only content, but just to get different perspectives about the things that you're jazzed about and the things that motivate you. And it's better than picking up a newspaper. You follow people, and then you follow people that they follow, and you find different ways to get at your research. and it's a great avenue for that, and it's a great way to meet people too. I mean, if there's someone that's doing something in an industry that you're interested in, follow that person. Find out what makes them tick. Find out what they, really like about that industry. Maybe it's not something you want to go into, but at least it gives you that window to see, what things are about, and get you a little taste of it and experience it, in ways that you really wouldn't have access.
Right. So again, your blog is at?
It's at nightlightjourneys@blogspot.com.
Okay, and you're on
come
Twitter?
And visit me. I'm on Twitter. I'm mrobin032009, which is when I started on Twitter.
All right, very good. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk.
Thanks, David.
Yep.